Oh, this is unbelievable. What's up, peoples? Guys, like and subscribe if you guys can. What's everybody up to? Everybody alright? Everybody doing good? How's life on your side? Who do we got? Mike? What's up, Mike? How's it going, bud? How's everybody doing? I'm doing alright, man. Not bad. Up and down, man. I had a rough day today, actually. I don't know what it is. I just feel kind of down today. You know, you ever feel like that down feeling? I just feel like that today. Just starting to figure out, just starting to learn how people are, you know what I'm saying? And realize who really has your back and who doesn't have your back, and realize like who your real friends are, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going through that in my life right now. Just figuring out who really is my friend and who isn't, you know? That's what I'm going through. So it's life. You know, I just wish that God would send me, the path that I'm supposed to be in. I wish I knew where I was supposed to do, you know. Thank you, I appreciate it. What's up, Emma? I hope my day gets better. I appreciate it, Mike. Hey, like and subscribe, Mike. Welcome to the channel, bro. Welcome to the family. You seem like a cool person. I mean, if you're respectful, welcome to the family, bro. I'm just going through a lot of stuff today. Just not in a really mood to be in a bad mood. I'm trying to lift the conversation to maybe, God and something uplifting about Jesus, you know. That's the only thing that seems to help me out when I feel like the way I feel right now. I just feel really down. You know, I don't know. I just feel like my path has led me to failure. And it's hard to admit that. And knowing that you failed sucks. And then the fear of failing again starts sticking in your head, and you don't want to make moves because you're in fear of it. I don't know, man. I just wish I was surrounded by better people. You know? If I was surrounded by better people, I would feel like I have a chance in life. I just feel like I don't have a chance. I mean, with God on your back, yeah, you do have a chance, but it's always on. It's never your time; it's on His time. So, you just never know. It's like you got to go through trials and tribulations, and you got to go through bad to respect the good. So, I got to learn to take this feeling in and find a way to never feel like that again. I don't know, I just feel sensitive today. Today I just feel ultra sensitive. And I don't know what it is. Like, I know what it is. Like, I'm just so tired of feeling this way. I'm explaining. I don't know. I don't feel like I couldn't sleep last night. I I literally slept for like 3 hours and I got up with anxiety and got up at 5 o'clock in the morning and came online around 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. Went online and stayed online for like 2, 3 hours and then passed out for like another 4 hours and just feel really down. It's just I don't like how bad things has gotten in my life and with me, even with my ex. I don't like not getting along with somebody and somebody hating you and you got no way to really talking to this person to be civil with them. So, like, even if we don't work out, yeah, which I understand, like, we're not meant for each other, but it doesn't have to be so evil. You don't have to be so mean. You don't have to be so cruel. I just don't understand why people are like that. Hey, what's up, Alicia? Yeah, that's what I feel right now. Stress and anxiety. I couldn't sleep last night. So, I don't know, man. I just like, I get deep in my prayer. I try to go deeper in my prayer. It's just, I just feel a lot of pressure today. I really do. I just don't understand, like, how anybody. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it, brother. I really do appreciate it. I just, I was waiting to see if somebody would have empathy and have compassion enough to be civil. You know what I'm saying? Enough to, like, be human. Like, 4 years and that person cannot be human at all. Like, and you wonder, like, why why would you be so evil? Like, you believe in God and you love God. Like, I just don't understand. I don't understand why people are cruel the way they are and then not have any compassion at all for anybody. Like, they don't have any compassion at all. And I thought, well, maybe in time they'll realize later, like, whoa, I mean, like, he don't deserve to be treated like that. Like, you would think that at one time it's gonna snap and be like, oh, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't bad to me and he didn't do all the stuff like that, and he saved my life and he was there for my kids and nothing. I didn't get any one type of appreciation, not even as a friendship, which to me it bothers me in so many ways. And I'm like, well, God, please help me out of this situation. Like, help me out of here. Help me into a better situation. Help me into a better home or a better place where I would be needed and used. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I'm still in the same situation. I don't like. I know even less of where I'm going and what I'm doing, and I'm running out of time. And my depression has been getting worse and worse. I'm losing my. I feel like I'm losing my strength. I'm losing my mental mind. Sometimes I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I'm so afraid of failing that it's pushing me away from doing things. And then I'm like praying to God to where He would lead me to where He would want me to go, right? But I'm not getting any signs where He wants me to go or where He wants to lead me to. So if I don't know these things, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just sitting here praying and in the scripture. Every night I go to sleep with the gospel music or the Bible app playing to me every night. and I just asking for a sign. I work at the church a lot. I help at it, donate time at the church. I try to help make sandwiches or whatever I can to help. You know what I'm saying? I try to help. Even if it's just take the trash out for them. You know, I try to do everything I can to help. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. So, but, you know, people like that, I just don't understand. I just keep replaying it in my head, in my mind, and I keep saying, what happened to this person that was like totally different? And then I thought that that person came back, right? And then that person turned around and only lasted a month that way. And then the place that she was working with, she started drinking and doing the same thing again. I know, I understand that, but I mean, but I just want to know where I need to go in life, or where I need to, which direction I need to go in. I need to know what path I need to be on. It's like you know what I'm saying. Everybody keeps saying it's on his time, it's on his time, and I understand that, but I'm running out of time here, and I don't know which way to go. I'm getting closer to my church here, but that's the only thing I have in Daytona is the church. That's the only thing keeping me here in Daytona would be the church. I don't know anybody in a lot of places down here, so I prayed one time and it didn't show me a sign. Well, it doesn't show you a sign like that. It didn't help because that's not how it works, Mike. You don't pray and say, God, give me a sign, and all of a sudden a sign is going to come out of nowhere. That's not the way it works. The way it works is you get closer to God, you keep getting closer to God and have trust in God, and He shows up. And He always does. God has always had my back. I mean, even when I didn't deserve it, He's had my back. I'm just afraid because when you don't have a backup plan, and like you normally always do, and you were with somebody and you weren't messing around with other girls, you weren't having a bunch of friends. I should have had more friends. I should have had my own life still, but instead I made her and her kids my life. And for that, I feel that mentally I punished myself. So instead of having a way out, now I was stuck, and now I'm stuck and starting from fresh. And now, you know what I'm saying? And now I put myself in a lot tougher situation. Now, if I didn't isolate myself and I didn't do that, I would have had friends in a lot of places I could have gone. I would have had a lot of different opportunities going for me. And instead, I put myself in a situation where I trusted the wrong person. And that's why I feel in my heart that I did, you know? Because at the end, I want to believe this person was real, you know, and that truly loved me. But, like, when somebody doesn't have empathy, they don't truly love you. So I know that, and I'm okay with that. And plus, she's, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's still legally married, so that wouldn't care. But my point is, why can't it be civil? Why can't we break up civilly? Like, why does it have to start into like name calling or being disgusting? And from now on, I'm not gonna call her a wildebeest. Even if she comes out and says something hurtful to me and runs her mouth and says cruel things to me, I am not gonna attack her back. I'm not gonna do it because that at the end only makes me feel bad, and I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm just gonna allow her to say whatever she wants and just walk away and just put headphones on and not try not to let it bother me, and find a way out of my situation as quick as I can, you know. But every day, you know, I keep thinking that maybe this person would be civil, and I can't get a civil bone in that girl's body at all. And it's craziness because it's like, how do you turn like that in a snap? Yeah, I know. I got to start all over. And I know this, and I've been dealing with this for so long. Like, at first it was that we were gonna get, that we were gonna go slow so she could get her divorce, and I could legally marry her the right way was the original plans. But then it did not work that way. Once once she's like when she came back the second time, it just seems like she was being sneaky, and there was stuff that I just felt like something wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? It just like it was just really weird. You know, I just know when she came home drunk one day, she was just like crying and telling me about how I was such a great guy, and that she knows that I do care about her, and that that I am a really good person, that she doesn't deserve me, and kept saying that over and over again. And I'm like, then she said she didn't remember it the next day, but then she was trying to get me back in that room to stay in the room with her. And then all of a sudden she changed her mind again, and I was like, and by then I was like, I'm done. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not chasing somebody like that, And then I wasn't invited to the graduation, that told me a lot of stuff. And then when I saw that no matter what I did to try to work that out, I wouldn't. It wouldn't be like anybody that could switch out like that is scary. I've been dealing with a horrible separation for 2 years. That's longer than most people's relationship. Yeah. I like to stay in long-term relationships. I like helping families. I like helping her out. Like, I thought that I was doing something good, and I don't know. I got sick, and I got depression and anxiety. I wasn't used to being isolated like that. I wasn't used to like not to just totally staying at home and making it all about a family life. And I should have had a life. I should have done other things. I should have done more things, but I let her isolate me. And to me, I regret that so much, because it put me in a deeper depression, because I wasn't used to that. I got allergies really bad. My nose is stuffed. That's why I sound weird right now. My nose is stuffed, and my mind is just all over the place right now, and I apologize. Like, I don't know. Today I just felt hurt, because I just felt like I wasn't trying. Oh man, this thing's done. Well, that light's never gonna work again. Yep. That light's not gonna work. That sucks. I need to buy a new ring light now. Something else to go bad. The ring light just broke. When it rains, it pours, I guess. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it. I really do. I don't know. Today I just felt heavy with burden. I just felt so heavy with burden today. And I don't know. I felt like, I just felt like why? Like, this is like a question I just want to ask. Is like, why? Like, what made you turn like that? Like, what made you act like that? Like, and why is it that you've never felt bad about it at all? Like, how do you not feel bad for acting the way you're acting? Like, how can you be so fake? When she thought that I was being fake, when I told her that, hey, I don't care, do what you want to do, she kept saying, oh, so you don't love me, you don't care, and she thought I was being fake, and I'm like, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, if you don't want to be with me, I'm not going to force you to be with me. I'm not going to run after you and make you be with me. I just can't do that. Like, I want a girl that wants to be with me, and that cares about me, and that doesn't want to leave me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like that back and forth stuff. Like one minute you care, and then the next minute you don't care about me. Then one minute you care about me, and then the next minute you don't care about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that. Like, that doesn't make any sense. I don't do that. Like, my love is not fake. My love is 100% real. And I just don't fake stuff like that. I just couldn't fake stuff like that. And I just don't understand how somebody acts like that, and it's okay with being fake, and then not, and then when you call them out on their fakeness, they want to get mad at you. Like, I'm not the one being fake. I'm not the one, I'm not the one that did that to the, did that. Like, most guys, they want to run from a relationship, right? Or they want to cheat and meet somebody else, right? I wasn't doing that. I had girls hitting on me at bars, and then and she wouldn't even we wouldn't go back to that bar anymore because she was like, oh, you got hit on over here, da, 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 da. That girl knows it, da, 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 da. I'm like, and she was like, and you were being nice. Am I supposed to be mean? That didn't make any sense. So we never went back to that bar again. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, it seemed like anywhere where I got any attention, she would get pissed off, especially at her work. When I got attention at her work, it seemed like from that point on, she was like out for me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, why? Like, I'm just a talkative person, and I don't know. This just didn't make any sense to me. And then now it just doesn't make any sense because, like, she would be ignoring me, not say anything to me, and leave me alone for the most part. But then sometimes she'll just walk and say a sly comment and be like, for what? Like, I'm not even doing anything to you. If you got anything to say, message me and tell me about it. Like, you don't even have to talk to me. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. I mean, and I didn't understand because I was just trying to be helpful. And every time I've been helpful, I've never got a thank you. Like, I mean, even when we renewed the lease recently, and I helped clean the whole house. I fixed so many things in this apartment, and I was all part of the house and all part of everything when we renewed the lease. And then as soon as the lease got renewed, she started acting different again. And I'm like, what's going on? Like, then when his graduation came up and I wasn't invited, I was like, how am I not invited to your kid's graduation when I've been a part of your kid's life for 4 years? Like, I taught him how to drive. I gave him all my clothes, a lot of my clothes. I gave him tons of stuff. Like, I let him use all my stuff, and even to this point, I hope I gave him stuff. I just don't understand. Like, how can you be so evil? I could not be evil like that. I couldn't do that. I couldn't morally do that. So, I don't know. I don't know why I'm letting it bother me today. But today I don't know. I just feel the burden today. I just feel the depression today. I feel the burden of, just, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just hoping God works in mysterious ways, which He does. I just gonna keep getting close to the church like I have been, and I'm praying it leads me to a direction. I don't know where it's gonna lead me. I don't know what state it's gonna lead me. I don't even know if I'm gonna be in Florida. I don't know where in the world is God gonna lead me, but wherever He leads me, I'm willing to follow. I have nothing keeping me here in Florida anymore. Like, at first I used to have kids that were here in Florida. My kids are all older now, and my youngest kid is in Louisiana, but they go all around the world. They're never just all around the states. They're never in just one state. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? I got nothing holding me here anymore, and that's weird. Like, and it's scary because when you don't have a backup plan, and you don't have a mom or a support system if you fall on your face, it's really scary. But I know deep in my heart that God's got my back. I know that if I fall on my face, He's going to have a backup plan for me, because He always does. Like, there's a few times where I thought that but my ex even ran my car down. She did everything she could to break me down to nothing. And that hurts, because I put so much, and any other guy would have left. Any other guy would have left. And I'd stuck by through thick and thin, and I just don't understand how can somebody do that and save your life twice, and you don't even have the respect and offer them at all. Like, you can't even respectfully break up in a way where it doesn't have to be evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, I never would force anybody to be with me, so I'm like, no, you don't want me, then it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want a girl that's going to want me, that's going to be all about me and only about me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if she's not about me, she's about other people, and she goes to work and she looks at anybody else, then she's not about me. Most girls that I date are about me. They're not about anybody else. They're like about me. And then you have this great honeymoon phase where everything is just like perfect. You know what I'm saying? It seemed like everything was meant to be. And that's why I thought it was God sent. And then I started getting signs that, no, this is not God sent. The main one was when she told me she was married still. That one really messed my head up. More than and I even tried to tell her that. I'm like, that really messed my head up so bad. Being that I was on a journey back to God, hearing that you're married and laying in bed with a woman that's still legally married, really messed my head up every night, because I did not like that. I felt like I was doing something wrong, and I felt like God was telling me, no, get in that couch, get in that couch, get in that couch, go to that couch. And I never go to the couch. Every relationship I've ever gone on, I'd be like, even if I was in trouble, I would like, I'm not going to the couch. No, you can go to the couch. If you're mad enough to go to the couch, if not, just turn your back on me. You know what I'm saying? Or put a pillow between us. Man, this is the first time I've ever went to the couch on my own and was like good with it. And at first it was to work things out too, because, she supposedly felt the same about the religion, and felt that if you truly love me, then you'll get she said I would get her divorce for her and marry her. And I said, you shouldn't have been married before you started dating me. And I went to her church, and I'm like, your church don't know you're still legally married? Because they gotta know you're still legally married. That's your church. You've been there for years and years and years. I don't know. I can't judge either, so I shouldn't be judging. So I'm going to try not to do that. And I'm not going to call her a wildebeest. I'm not going to call her a narcissist no more. I'm not going to say anything bad about her anymore. Even if it's true about her. I'm going to try my best from this point on to not do that. Because it's not the Christian thing to do. And I can't keep... If I'm never going to move on with my life if I keep doing that, So, whether she's a narcissist or not, it doesn't matter. She's not mine. She's my ex, So... But, man, I've never dated a narcissist before. I've never dated a girl that would turn her back on me like that either, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had... And every girl that ever did that always came right back. Like, if they try to leave me, they would come right back, because, like, I did a lot for them. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I only went back to maybe one of my exes before. Like, I usually, if it's an ex, I don't go back to exes. Once you're ex for a reason. I may call her a hooligan every once in a while. Yeah, well, she does work there. She does work there, so you wouldn't be lying. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just personally not going to call her a wildebeest, and I'm going to try my best, like, even if she attacks me and downloads me, to just put headphones on, and I'm going to try to humble myself. But I need to get out. But I just never thought. I listen, every time I think about this, I always think in my mind, am I being punked? Like, in my mind, I'm like, am I being punked? Like, is this really happening? Like, did she really just turn her back like that and treated me like that? Did she really talk to me the way she's talked to me? Like, is this really happening? Because I never, like, the love that she had for me in the beginning and for a while, she never showed that side like that. The only time she showed that side like that when she was drunk or she was on a rampage. But she would do that, and then a month, 2 months, she'll go back to her regular self, back to being normal, and then maybe for a couple of days come back and do regress, blackout drunk, and maybe do it again, and then. But I've never seen her stay evil and that mean for that long, like for that long, like with no feeling bad at all. And I'm like, what the hell happened to you? Like, I almost feel like somebody did some voodoo on her or something like that, because it was like in a snap, she went from an amazing girlfriend, and not the best, but a great girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has their faults, but she overall was loving. She was very nice to me, and then it just went opposite. And I'm like, whoa. And then when I called her out on her not having empathy and the way she was acting, and I told her that I'm okay with letting her go, that's when it got really worse. Like, then she was like, I don't care, you know what I'm saying? And she was getting trashed at her work, you know? Yeah, it was like a light switch, which was crazy, because I'm still thinking in my mind, like, is the real her or is the other person going to come back? And is she going to come back at all? Like, and what's crazy is when that person did come back, she was trash, and her friend had to carry her into the house. She was trash. And I helped her. I went to go do something, to put something away, and I came back and she was on the floor. I went to help her out up, and then she kept hugging me and kept hugging me. And I was like, okay, it's okay, it's okay. I let her hug me, and then she started kissing on my neck, and I'm like, what the heck? And she goes, I'm so sorry, da 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 da. And I'm thinking, it's okay. And I went to go try to lay her down, and she was just like, it's over. And then the next day, I was shocked too, because I didn't think she was going to be like that the next day. And she was afraid she was going to get fired from her work, and she had very bad anxiety. And it turns out that I was just her comfort for her anxiety, that she was afraid of losing her job. And I guess I was that comfort until she realized that she wasn't going to lose her job. And then they supposedly said she couldn't drink there no more, but then she kept coming home trash. So I'm like, why is she coming home so drunk like that? And then she was always had some excuse why. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, I don't know what's going on. And I just said, well, whatever happens leads to it. And then all of a sudden, she went into a light switch. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, because then all of a sudden I become nothing to her. And then I'm like, okay, well, everything happens for a reason. Because if God doesn't want me to be with this person, then, you know, God has other plans for me. So, and then whenever I do find the girl that I'm supposed to be with, then it's all going to make sense. You know, everything's just going to click. Everything's just going to work out, you know what I'm saying? Like, and if it does work out with me and Nidia, it'd be the same thing. Like, it's all just going to click. It's all just going to work itself out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not ever going to feel like she doesn't care about me or doesn't want to be with me. And she's been a really good support system to me a lot. Like, big time. So I do love her and I do care for her a lot. I just with everything going on, I'm just trying to figure out somebody without trying to piss them off too. But I'm also an energetic person, and I talk with a lot of energy. And some people don't know how to handle that. Some people take that as being aggressive, but that's just, I talk with my flow of energy. That's just how I am. That's how I always been, and I can't just shut that off. So, how was that the night with your boyfriend? Did you have fun when you went drinking? I tried to be civil with her. I tried to say, listen, you know, I'm going to move out. I'm looking for a place. I just don't know if I'm going to be here in town. I don't know if I'm going to leave town. I don't know if I should get a job here in, you know, yeah, you were trash. And I didn't know if I was, if I'm gonna even be in this town. So like I don't know if I'm working here, or if I should not get a job here, if I'm gonna leave the state, or if I'm gonna stay out here, if I'm gonna stay at my cousin's or stay. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do. He's been your savior. That's good to have somebody that's got your back. You know. That's why I prayed to God, and I prayed it out loud, and that's what people say I did wrong, that I made my prayer loud, and the devil heard my prayer, and he interceded, and I prayed to God to send me a girl that loved him more than I loved him, and just as much as I loved him. And I said that, and that I also just wanted to build a family with her, and to start, have a last family of redemption, so I could be married and build a family. And it's crazy that I was with her not even 3 months and she got pregnant, and then she got a miscarriage like not even a month later. And it's because of all the drinking she's doing and all the abuse that she's doing to her body. And I try to tell her, like, you're getting older, like, you got to pick, either you want to have a baby at a late age, or at your 40s, or on like early 40s, or you don't want to have a baby at all and you rather just drink. Then she started not drinking for a little while, and then all of a sudden that did not last, and then that just made things even worse, because she was just more nastier and nastier to me and everybody around her. So I'm like, and then at the end she was just sneaking it, doing it too. So it was like, so I just lost every damn time. I lost with it. So I'm like, whatever. I guess it was just not meant to be. And I thank God, because if she would have had my baby, things would have been so much worse. Because look at the person. I don't know who this person is no more. I don't know who I was dating for 4 years. I don't know who this person is no more. She turned into somebody I don't know. And I'm like she used to get up in the middle of the night with panic attacks, and she would have to cuddle with me and cry in my chest, and I would play with her hair and calm her down and tell her, like, and I always reassured her that she wasn't a bad mom. No matter what she did in her life, I always reassured her, no, you're a good mom. We'd go for walks. We read the Bible together and was writing it down, all the Bible verses that we were, like, and all the Bible chapters that we read together. We dated it and everything. So we did so much different stuff, and yet none of that, it turned like in a snap, meant nothing. And it's like, and it never happened. And I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like, how do you shut that off that quick? And it's weird. And it's because we, in the beginning, in the relationship, we were drinking together. I used to drink with her. I went to bars with her, and I don't mind doing that every now and then, but I don't want to do that every day. I can't do that every day. Maybe once every 2-3 months, I don't mind. I mean, and maybe even on maybe summers, maybe a little bit more or something like that, but not every single day. You know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of fun with her. We had such great memories, and I thought that those memories would make me something, but those memories mean nothing to her. All those memories meant nothing. And the whole time I was actually in love with her, because I wasn't even looking at her outside looks. I wasn't even looking at that at all. I just saw the inside of her, and she was so beautiful on the inside, and she was hurt and damaged, and but innocent is what she portrayed, innocence. And I thought, whoa, I'm gonna protect you. I'm gonna make sure you're okay. I was her protector, and then when I saw that she was the aggressor, and the way things were adding up, wasn't that she was, like that. So I'm like, no. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm praying for that every day. I mean, I pray and ask God to send me signs, send me, a way to know that this is the route you want me in, and this is the route you want me in. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like a big piece of me, wants a relationship like right now and be with somebody that I can share my life with right now with. You know what I'm saying? But am I ready for that? Does God think I'm ready for that? No, because I'm not the man that I'm supposed to be right now. I'm molding myself to be a better man, but am I that man now? No. I got more work to do in myself, and I'm still trying to struggle to find myself and find my identity now, because I don't even know who I am no more, because I don't know what is real and what's not real no more after dealing with my ex. I don't know what love really is no more, because she broke my mind in so many different ways that I'm like, it's hard to trust anybody. Anybody that wants to argue with me now, I'm like, you're just gonna run, so just go. Like, I take everybody as a runner. Like, like, I don't look at it like, oh, you're gonna stay, because I feel like people are just here for the short time. So until I find the right girl, it was my birthday. Oh, happy birthday! That's also my grandfather's funeral. Oh wow, I was not even thinking about it. That's cool. That's what I mean. I don't know. I know God has a way and will for everything. Like, and I just gotta remember that, to have patience, to just build in Him right now. But man, I wanted that chance. Oh, what's up, my brother? What's up, Vic? I wanted so bad the chance of redemption with a family, so bad. I wanted to build this family and make a covenant under God, under His home. I wanted, like, at the beginning with my ex, we were gonna do God's work and like help the needy, and preach to people that needed help. When we first got together, our ideas was to be a power couple that was gonna help other people out and be there to do God's work. And then when I saw, well, drinking seems to be more of a priority. Your friends at work seems to be more of a priority. Like, you're being more secretive is more of a priority, and I start seeing stuff that just didn't line right, saying she went from always needing me and needing validation every single day to like not needing anything from me. I just remember the first night we slept apart, and didn't even come home. I went to a wedding, and I went to my daughter's wedding in Palaca. I was there for 3-4 days, and I remember that was the first time in 3 years that I slept away from her. And I remember when I came back, she had no heart at all. Still no heart, no love, no compassion at all. And I was like, wow, like, I literally missed you, and I was gone for 3-4 days. And I thought that maybe when I was gone for 3-4 days that she would see, I do miss him. And I do love him. I didn't get any of that compassion for him. That's when I started really knowing she's not the one. Because the girl that I've ever left one night apart and she was like, I miss you so much. I don't even want to be without you for one night. And I felt that in my heart about her, even though she was nasty to me. I felt that about her, and yet she didn't feel that about me at all. And I was like, okay, well then that tells me right now that she could live without me. And if she could live without me and be without me, then she doesn't need me. You get what I'm saying? And then I started seeing that. And then I'm like, okay, well that's what I don't want. I want a girl that's like wants to say and now she doesn't have to be able to live without me, but she could miss me and be like, even one night apart, I still miss him. I've been in a lot of relationships like that, and one night apart, and they would miss me, especially when they have me there every single day, and they, I don't know, that's to me, it's normal. That's awesome. You got a good guy, Alicia. That's really cool. I mean, one day, I know that, I'm going to be happy and proud of my life, and where it ends up, And I don't know what is going to end up and what is going to happen in my life, like, because there's a lot I need to do. Yeah, I don't understand because I'm a funny guy. I've had her laugh. I'm a very funny person. Like I'm not annoying. I don't do annoying things. I don't bother people like that. Like I just don't understand like what I personally did to this person to be so cold. And I try to ask her, and I don't get any answer. I'm like, I saved your life 2 times. Like, you're from death. You literally were supposed to die. I saved your life. You've never saved my life. I've saved your life twice. How can you treat me like that? How can you do me like that? How can you, like, be so evil? You know what I'm saying? I don't understand that. Like, just be at least a friend. And have some kind of heart, you know what I'm saying? There was just no heart. It's just weird. But I don't know. This is the last time I'm talking about her. Just so you know, this is like, it's been weighing in my heart today. I had it all day, even in youth. I couldn't even enjoy the youth today at all because I went outside and my mind was just stirred up. It just astonished right now because it's like I wish I would have knew this whenever I came down here. I don't know. I wish that I was more independent with things. Like, I let her take my checks, and at first she was like, oh, I'm going to add your name to the account. My name never got added to the account. But she took my checks, and then she never tried to say no that she didn't. And yes, she absolutely did. All my checks went straight to her. And I didn't mean anything. She played off like that never happened. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, even for Christmas, you took over $400 and something from me and spend it on your kids, not my kids at all, your kids. It was terrible, man, and it hurt my feelings a lot, Oh, man. I just really felt my worth, and I was like, man, I never thought that I would ever be treated that way. Yeah, I never thought that in my life that I would ever be in that predicament, especially because I spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on her. Like, I spent way more money than I should have, and she was like, nobody's ever done this for me. Nobody's ever done this for me, and I've done so many things for her, and all those memories didn't mean nothing On her birthday, I spent like tons of money on her birthday. Got her a hotel facing the water. Had it all set up with candles and everything. I had it all like perfect for her. And I spent so much money just to impress her that night. And yet that meant nothing. I'm like things like that. And then like, and that's why when I get memories or anything like that, I delete it because I don't even want to see it because I know it's fake. I know what's in the, like, true. That person wasn't true, so I don't want to see it. I rather wish that it never happened, like I never met her, because then, you know what I'm saying? Then I would have been where I should have been in life, you know? Yeah, that's what I don't understand. And I remember moments and good moments, even in the, you know, even in the bad times. And like, how can you completely shut yourself down like that? But they know how to do that. They know how to completely shut themselves down and not care no more. You know? So, whatever. And she's messing around with this one guy that I think that she might be messing around with. That girl's gonna get AIDS because this guy that I saw, that I know it. I hung out with him one time and he was like literally like begging me to go to a strip club with him, and he loves to go into strip clubs, and he goes there and he's actually, I didn't even notice until hanging out with him. I find out that he's doing runs. I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I gotta drop something off. And then he go, oh, I gotta drop something off. Then it turned out that he was literally a coke dealer. I'm like, what the heck? Are you kidding me? And I'm like, what's going on? And then he kept, come, let's stop at this strip club. Bro, I don't go to strip clubs. I don't do strip clubs, bro. That's not me. Oh, well, I'm just going to drop in really quick. Bro, I literally had to sit outside, and he went inside the strip club for like an hour in there and everything like that while I was outside waiting for him. Oh, it was the worst night ever. And this is when I broke up with her, and he was like, oh, come out and hang out with me. We'll have a good time. We'll go ride around and do all this stuff. And when I went there, I'm like, I regretted it. And then it turns out that she knows or is talking. I don't know if she's talking with him and more than that, but if she is, that girl's going to be full of STDs. She's going to be, oh, that's disgusting. And I'm like, dude, you're going to be messing around with a cokehead, coke dealer that literally gets his girls from strip clubs. That's everything I would not want to date. Yeah, I believe in karma too. I believe in that too. I mean, I believe good things. I mean, if you do bad to others, and especially God's chosen people, you can't do that to God's chosen people. And I told her, I said, listen, just know that. And I told her, I messaged her, I like, you better hope you didn't mess around with that guy, because if you did, you better get yourself checked. Because that guy, I know for a fact, does cocaine, sells it, and he goes to strip clubs and he messes around with some skanky women. And it's just like, and another thing, bro, every time I talked to him, his breath would smell so bad. It smelled like he was eating butthole. Now, every time, no matter what, where I went with him, I used to have to hold my breath in because his breath just smelled so bad all the time. And it didn't happen once, it was like 3-4 different times every time I talked to him, his breath smelled so bad. So I'm like, and he just did it, he just smelled like he ate ass. Like, oh, it's disgusting, bro. And supposedly she sold our car to him. Because, of course, it was mine too. But, of course, doesn't matter anyway, so I let it go. But now I'm like, what the hell is this dude doing here? This dude's a freaking coke dealer. And disgusting person to be around. Yeah, I don't know what, bro. He must have ate ass and definitely did not brush his teeth. Something was not right. And I was like, Like, you know when somebody's thinking, you gotta hold your breath every time they get near you or walk by you, or when they're talking to you and they get really, they want to get close to you and be like, "Rah, rah, rah," and you're in the car too with them, and you're like, ooh, man. Any girl come up to you, they're gonna be shaking their head doing this. And I don't know how I couldn't kiss. I could. You smell somebody smelling like that. I couldn't kiss any girl like that. No, thank you. Your breath smells like halitosis. But I was just shocked, thinking in my mind, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know. I said, this dude picked me up when he found out me and her were broken up. And he's trying to take me to strip clubs. Like, and then he's making runs and not even telling me that he's doing it. And then he's like, oh, I got to stop by here. I got to go drop something off really quick. I just got to get you some money off. I got to go pick some money over here. And I'm like, dude, what the hell are you doing? And then I'm like, something don't seem right. And I'm like, dude, are you really doing runs right now? Oh, yeah, bro, I don't want no part of that. And I'm like, why would I want? You're making money and I'm going to sit in the car while you do runs? Hell nah. And then, well, we're going to go to a strip club. We're going to go to a strip club. No, I don't want to go to no strip club, bro. I don't do strip clubs. I don't do that shit. I don't be gawking at women and paying for it to gawk at women and pay for that. I get that for free. Why do I need to pay for that? And then you can't even do nothing with her anyway. So it's like, no, I'm not teasing my mind and teasing my brain like that. Sure enough, he's doing, begged me to go out there, bro. And I still want to go. I stayed outside. And then for a while, bro. And then next you know, I came back and I was like, bro, this was the worst experience in my life. I'm like, I didn't go out no more. That was the last time I went out because I didn't want to do no cocaine. I don't want to be in a car with somebody selling it. And I don't want to be in a strip club. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, bro, you were thirsty, bro. You were thirsty as hell. Like, and he's proud of that. Yeah, you would be proud of that. But yeah, ever since then, I didn't mess with that guy again. At all. Like, no. And I was shocked to see him outside there in the front yard. I was literally on my way to church. And I'm like, the hell? What are you doing here? And he's like, oh, I bought the BMW. You bought the BMW? Yeah. Oh, I bought the BMW. Yeah. How much you pay for it? $1,000. Alright. There ain't no keys and then you got the title either. Alright. Enjoy. Yeah, I know. Being in the car just with the dude. And I didn't even know. And I'm like, and then they started getting suspicious and I started asking questions. Then I'm like, no, bro. I don't want no part of that. Like, oh, I'm done. Well, you should never took me to none of it. And he was begging for me to hang out with him. It's like he really wanted me to go out with him. So bad. It's weird, bro. Weird. And then he had his ex, he had problems with his ex. And his ex was talking about, if she did date him, it'd be her karma. Her two narcissists dating each other. Because her ex called him a narcissist and said that he was like not there in his head. And from what I heard, he really wasn't. And he tried to put Leanne in the middle of all of it every time. All his arguments with his ex. And he cheated on her. Like, he cheated on every girl he's dated because he came to my house and would talk on the phone and be messing around with girls on the phone. And I'm like, but you got a girlfriend or a wife he was trying to get back with. He's trying to hook up with his wife again and be back with his wife. But then he was messing with all these random girls. And she started realizing that he was doing that. So then she started doing the same thing because she found out he was cheating. So she started cheating too. Then he got pissed off because now what you're doing is coming back on her. Of course, a cheater doesn't like to be cheated on. They like to do the cheating, but they don't like to be cheated on. You get what I'm saying? That's how she got me because my ex was like, oh, I don't cheat. Whatever, I don't cheat. No matter if we're fighting or in an argument, it don't matter. I don't cheat, and I will never mess around with any other guy. Guys want me, but I would never do that. I am not a cheater. And she kept telling me that over and over again. And I'm like, so I believed it. And I'm like thinking, wait a minute, why is she rest assuring that she wasn't a cheater? And it makes sense now that she is a damn cheater. She just don't like to be cheated on. You know what I'm saying? Like, she likes to be the cheater, but don't like to be cheated on. So I'm like, oh, I get what it is, you know? But I didn't want to be dirty like that anyways. So I don't care. At the end of it, I'm glad because I don't need to be dirty like that. At the end of it, if I played her same cards, it would come back on me. So, it's all good. But I was just shocked to see that dude out there. I'm like, hey, and I'm telling you, he looked like he was scared. He looked a little shaky. I didn't dap him up. I didn't say, what's up? I was like, what the hell you doing here? I'm like, oh, really? Oh, all right. And I just said, psh, and I just left. So, I was shocked, though. I told her, you did something with him, you may not be living very long. Yeah, he does. Oh, he was doing that. He was doing it in the car, too. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, and while I was driving. And I'm like, bro, get me home, bro. Get me home. I'm like, I need to get home. Like, he took, and right after that, I went straight back here. And I never told her about it. I never told her about it at all because we didn't talk. But that was like the first time I went out. And I was just like, I didn't want to go back out again. It was the worst experience. I'm like, dude, I could have ended up in jail. I could have been in a wreck. I don't like strip clubs at all. He had me stuck like outside of there waiting for his ass to come out of there. And I mean, like, I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like, terrible experience. Terrible experience. I didn't think that anybody would have the balls to be like that. And they hear that, oh, he did MMA too. He did MMA as well. It's weird. Like, but hey, John Jones did the same thing, right? He was throwing coke and he was an MMA fighter. But I don't know, bro. I just think that's just weird. The whole sense thing was weird. I went outside and I was like, and he seemed nervous, so I was like thinking, but if that girl's messing around with that, oh my God, I hope you brought some certs with you, some Tic Tacs, and a toothbrush. Like, that boy got some halitosis. I'm talking about halitosis. And not just once. Like I said, it was like 5 or 6 different times I've talked to him, and it was the same smell. That's some halitosis. Terrible. But I gotta help at this garage sale tomorrow. I don't know, bro. I've just been stressed out. It just, like I said, I just had a lot on my mind. I was just really shocked at certain things that's going on. I just don't know what God wants me to learn out of this. Like, obviously God said he doesn't want me to be with her, and that's obvious. You know what I'm saying? Alright, man, you too, bro. Have a good night, bro. I'm about to get off here in a few minutes anyways. Yeah, I'm definitely going to get off here in a minute. trying to, I don't know, man. I just need prayers. I just need wisdom. I know that, I know God's got strong plans for me, man. I know God's got strong plans for me. I know God has somebody for me, you know, and I know that person might already be in my life, you know. We don't know. Like, time will tell. And I just pray that whatever it is, it'll lead us closer, and you know, it's blessed, you know, one way or another. I just want to die happy, be with somebody that I can laugh with for the rest of my life, you know. I want to grow old with somebody that no matter what, you know, they're going to look fine to me, you know. Like, even if we get old, you're still going to be good looking to me, you know. I got from practice. What? Thank you, Vic. I appreciate you, my brother. I really do appreciate that, man. God bless you. Thank you for the prayers. I could definitely use them. Tonight, I'm just going to put my earbuds in my ears and just let gospel play in my ear, or let the Bible play in my ear. I'm probably just going to let the Bible app play in my ear and just sleep this night away, and maybe tomorrow I'll have a better day, you know. But all right, guys, God bless. I'm outie. Keep your head up. Owen, God bless. Keep your head up. Thank you, guys. Like the feed before I leave, if you guys can. Owen, like the feed. God bless. Thank you for everything you guys do. If I can, I'll try to come back later. If I can't sleep, I'll come back. If not, I'll be back tomorrow. So every day I'm going to try to be as much as I can on here. But I am going to be busy a little early tomorrow, so I'll be talking to you a little bit later afternoon. Okay? God bless, guys. Keep your head up.